Hello everyone and welcome back to our Moneyball series with Paris FC. That sounds so good to say again. Welcome back to the Moneyball series. I love Moneyball series, they're so good. A couple of things to bring you in today's episode. One is like a generic update, how I've been doing, that kind of stuff, right? And the other one is a bit more interesting than even that. Let's start off with this. So, results off camera have been, well, they started off okay. We had two poor results in a row, then we sort of clawed it back with this game. There was an early red card, though, for us, and we still managed to win 5-1. So, it was pretty good. I was a bit concerned, but that was a really good result. And, yeah, I've noticed already, I think Gory has to play as the right striker. Just having a right striker that doesn't run in behind is a bit difficult. So I think in January, the first thing I'm going to do, if I get any money to spend at all, if I can at least make some money to spend by selling a couple of players, I'm going to 100% be looking to bring in a right striker. That's my first and foremost major priority, I think, in the recruitment stage will be a right striker. Basically needs to be pacey and able to run in behind. And if he can at least compete in the air, that would be good, because sometimes it will go left to right the attack, and that's when he might need to be, at least be able to at least compete a little bit in the air. And the odd clearance and goal kick might go his side. So, you know, it'd be nice if he could at least do a little bit for us. But generally, just being quick and running in behind is the primary type of player that we need. League table is like this. I mean, at the end of today's episode, we play Bordeaux home, then Grenoble away. At the end of today's episode, we could be like mid-table or top, and it could be anything in between, so it could be any of those. I have got some news to bring you. Somebody reached out to me about potentially using a skin they were creating, a Moneyball skin. He applied what he was working on to the default skin, and he did me a favour, and he custom made it for me to be able to be applied effectively onto the default skin, but with some really good Moneyball things. Now, wait until you see this. Right, when I click on a player from now on, it's going to show us this page like this. It's going to show us the player's overview, where it's going to show us their position, their role and duty, a bit of biography, all the information. But the most important thing is we get the coach's summary. So effectively, this here is our attribute screen, where we're getting effectively a report from the coaches on our own player, what they think about him. So that's how we know how good he is based on their opinion, and they give us some more detailed information here. So we think, how good is he compared to the rest of the team in the league a little bit? And then what type of player is he? What are his pros and cons? We can find out the exact type of player that he is from this. Now, if I click on a player that I don't actually own myself, what it will do is it'll give me a coach report on the player, it gives me the scout report on a player. So in any case, we always get something in here to effectively replace attributes for us, which is the first thing of why this skin is so good. Now, the second thing is the stats. So clicking on the stats panel here, we can see their total stats for the season. This is total stats, open play, key passes, shots, everything's in there, and it's all linked in category. It also gives us the stats in the per 90 category, which is a bit more important for me, but it means we can easily flip between the two. And by clicking on a player's profile, we can see it. That is so much easier and incredibly useful for us in our Moneyball save, especially when we're going to be looking at recruiting players and buying players. I'd have to keep flicking back and forth to see how they compare. But both screens would work in the normal scouting view and this view. But it's just nice to know when I've clicked on a player, I'd have to keep going backwards and forwards to see what the stats were again. What did he have? What was his dribbles per 90 again? Oh yeah, it was this. And then clicking back on the player, I can just see it all in one go, right? It's so useful. Now, the last thing that's probably the most useful thing of all is this. Yes, we have taken FM Stag's stats and put it into the game. So if you go back to the first episode, we talked about the baseline stats that FM Stag did in his blog, which again I'll put in the description of this video, and you can see the investigation that he did and the baseline that he got for the stats across the top 5 leagues, right? So that's what's here. So we click on Bernauer. We have got dribbles made per 90. He's got 1.66. So what is Bernauer for us? He's more like I guess ball-winning midfielder. It's like a CDM, like pivot player. So if we were to look at him in that sort of mold of player, we have got here, his tackles per 90 is in the sort of between low and middle, isn't it there? His interceptions per match, though, is probably closer to the higher category or on the medium. Blocks per 90 is very low. Pressure attempted per 90 is really, really high, which is incredible. Actually higher than the high. And pass completion is significantly lower than those two, and he's close towards there. So it just gives us an extra little baseline, doesn't it? And it's just nice to be able to see that information on a screen that I can flick to quite easily. And yeah, just really interesting stuff there. And I know what the next question is going to be is, Jack, where do I get this? Where can I get this skin? It is from my good friend Tcsskin. Now, Tcsskin is the one that reached out to me, and he made this skin all himself, and he continuously does it and tweaks it as days and weeks go by. But yeah, definitely go and give him a follow. I'll put his Twitter handle and link in the description below. Massive thank you to you, Tcsskin, for putting this together for me. Like I said, I haven't really used the skin before on camera, and but this is definitely 100% worth it. And I know people have said oh, use this person's skin, use that person's skin. I think because somebody's reached out to me, there's a certain level of respect. Like, I want to use the skin by Tcsskin. Like, he's reached out to me and it's brilliant. And not only that, but I know that he's continuously tweaking and improve it. So it's going to be an ongoing and evolutionary thing, right? It's not just like a skin that's going to be stuck up and done. So a massive thank you to him for that and for putting this together. And yeah, hopefully long term we can just keep tweaking this and getting it to wherever he wants to take it, really. He's the one that does all the hard work. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Definitely go give him a follow. I'm pretty sure that by the time this video goes out, he's going to have this skin available and ready to download, etc. But if he doesn't, it's not going to be too far into the future. So if it is ready, it'll be in the link as well. If not, the very least, his Twitter will be in the description down below. And you'll be able to follow him on Twitter, and he will announce it when it's ready. But yeah, massive thank you to you, mate. I really appreciate you doing this for me, and let's get back to the video. So yeah, like I said, this is a bit of a prototype, so if there's anything missing that you see that, like for example, if there's a role missing here that Stag's used and that kind of stuff in his original investigation, don't panic. I'm sure we'll get it in there at some point pretty soon. We will be looking at then some of this going forwards. For now, it doesn't really matter. This doesn't really affect us too much right this second in terms of the save, because we're just going to be playing a couple of matches. And I am aware that we want to get into January as quick as we can to get some Moneyball aspect to it. But I just want to sort of keep you updated on how the season's going. I didn't want to like play the first 2 games, go to like the 1st of January, and you see me like 10 points secure at the top of the league or like mid-table, and be like, oh, what happened there? So I'd rather you be on at least on the bit of the journey with me. So we'll do Bordeaux here and Grenoble. The next one we could skip quite a few, to be fair. We could maybe do like the last 2 games for the Winter World Cup. That sounds about right. And then we'll do a massive break going into the Jan transfer window. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? At least for an early point there. This saves on a knife edge. Like, these 2 games are huge. We dropped points there away when I expected us to win. And I thought, okay, that's a bit of a shock. We drew at home to a team that we should have beaten, and they were down to 10 men from the 42nd minute. So that was a really bad draw. And going into that game, I was thinking, if we drop points here, we're going to be under pressure because we're going to be mid-table. But luckily we won. If we were to draw here and lose here, we're in trouble. So honestly, this episode's huge. I'm recording this on Sunday. You're getting it on Monday. You're going to get this, I think, tomorrow. So it's not like I've recorded way in advance and I know everything's going to be okay. I don't know if it's going to be okay or not. We're going to see as we go. If I get sacked, I don't know. I guess that ends the series, I guess. I actually don't know. I haven't planned for that. So there you are. By the way, in terms of training, I've just left it to the assistant manager. He's going to take all of it, like he does my normal Moneyball saves. Really, we're the manager. We do the transfers. We pick the tactics. We're doing all the overarching stuff. He can do the day-to-day stuff. Because on my Burton save, I'm taking over all the training, and it's purely a youth-only development save. So we here are buying stats. We buy numbers. We use numbers, and that is what we do here. The training and day-to-day stuff can go to the assistant manager in FM23. Right, today's game then, we are going to play Bordeaux in a huge game. We've got pretty much a full team, except for Bernauer. The other 2 that are out wouldn't have played anyway, so that's fine. Everybody else is back, though. Oh no, Cabal's not ready, is he? Cabal would be nice. He's been injured the entire time, by the way, since you've been gone. So your team is going to be Ivan in goal with Lafort, Dabila, and Sami across the back. Hadjam and Coffee at wing back with Fury and Iglesias holding with then Chahiri at number 10 with Big Morgan and then Gory up front. See, I've used the last name or the first name on every player depending on what was easy to pronounce, so hopefully you followed that. Assistant manager says, if you carry any performance for the last match, you'll do well, okay. I mean, we did win 5-1 away with 10 men the majority of the games, so it was pretty good. Iglesias is so important. He was actually missing for the 2 games that we didn't win. I think he's actually really important to this team. He's 33 though, so this is honestly such a big game. Right, here with a free kick, whips it in far post, headed towards goals over the bar. In both my saves at the moment, I'm just so into both saves. Every match, like I should record myself off camera almost, because you'll see my reaction of us winning games or conceding late on, and you see the roller coaster that I go through off camera. I probably really should just record that and show you some highlights of it all. I absolutely love, I can't express to you how much I love these saves and being able to do this all for you. I absolutely love it. It's so much fun. I love the Moneyball concept, and I love the other series where I'm able to do my sort of background in real coaching and bring it into the game as well. But there we go then. So Fury's picked up a knock. He's going to come off. No highlights in that first half, by the way. I didn't cut any of that out. Like, well, I cut some of it out, but I didn't count any highlights. It's obviously hard when you don't know the attributes of the players and you haven't played them enough to know who you trust yet. We are the home side, so the onus is on us to try and probably win this if we can. I don't think I'm going to go 4-2-4. Okay, Jahiri's going to come off and put on Julian Lopez, and I might take off even Gory here and throw on our original striker, Pierre. All right, corner, here we go then. Lopez. Whacks into the far post, headed away. Come on, please. Hamill, is he going to do it? What's he going to do? Shoots. Yes, come on. A big goal for Paris FC. Hamill's come off the bench. He scores his first chance of the game. 1-0 to Paris. That's a huge goal. We needed that. We desperately needed this. Look, we'd be sick right now without this goal. That's how far down we're going. And I know it's early in the season, but it's not us that I'm worried about. Like, long term, I think we'd eventually get there. It's if the board panic and try and sack us early. That's what I'm worried about, is more that. And he's giving it large as well. I don't know what he's doing, a bit of the old Emil Heskey celebration, I think, there. But, right, I've gone to my defensive tactic. I've not made any more subs, because I don't trust anybody else on this bench right now. So, effectively, go defensive. I'll get a balance, and I move the offset 10 to the middle, just so he defends more naturally. And the ball goes into the box. Penalty, referee. Surely that's a penalty. Oh, no, I forget. I was supposed to untick counter as well for this. I'll tell you what, let's just see if that came from a counter. They're going to score, I think, but yeah, I knew it. I've seen this before. Right, so this tactic already has 3 players effectively breaking on the counter, right? If we win the ball anywhere, you've got 2 strikers and a 10. But I've got counter selected, naturally on the tactic. The problem with having counter selected is you're going to see now, wing backs, I'm sure, and CDMs are going to start throwing themselves forwards on this attack. As you can see here, right? There you go. So they're all trying to break forwards because the counter is selected. Which now means when I cross this into the box, look how many of them are in and around here. So this gets cleared now, which it does. That's the problem. Now that is a direct result of me not unticking counter. This is my fault, really. Obviously, you would hope there's some game intelligence from some players, but we don't have that in League 2. But that's what's happened just there. That's why we've just been done. I should have unticked counter as well, which I didn't. Just so everybody's aware, that's exactly what just happened. Please don't score. Please don't score. Enraging, that is. 1-1. Unlucky. I'm feeling the pressure of this save a little bit because of the strictness of the board's expectations. That's not a good result for us at home at all. We need to win the next game. I'll see you in 7 days for the second game against Grenoble. Okay, we go then. Grenoble away. Let's get into this. We need to win it. Oh, yeah, players that are back. Banawa's back, who's actually really important as well. I think these two, whenever those two have started a game, we've won every game. And whenever one of them's out, we've not won it. Cabal's also back for the first time in a long time. We have got a centre-back out suspended, which is Dabila there. So, here we go. Assistant manager says we're in a bright pink kit here by the looks of it. Love that. Oh, look at this. I've got to get one of these and hang it behind me, haven't I, for the rest of the series. Look at this. Right, let's make sure we win this game, though, Jack, first. Oh, no. Oh, no, please. Please, I just need, like, a scrappy win. I'll take a scrappy, like, 1-0 win here. Maybe a 2-1. Let's get a couple of goals in the strikers. Yes. Oh, and then he won it there. Right, get across. Right, striker, get on this. No, that was clearly a problem. What are you doing? That's better. Right, we might be able to win this now. Here we go. No. Stay on him. Good. Yeah, there it is. Oh, that's it. It's going to be their highlight now. That was a chance. That was the last chance I thought we had for it to be our highlight. Was that? Yeah, there you go. Please just shoot. Yes, good. Good decision for them. It was a bad decision, but I'm just pleased they did it. I was an instant highlight afterwards. Laforte's got it. He's going to travel with it, play it into Banawa, into Hadjam, who just whacks it into Morgan, who doesn't even try. Can we press the goalkeeper? We've got prevent goalkeeper distribution, so he better not play this short. Yeah, oh, there we go. Calamitous. Oh, they've got away with it again. Whoever scores first, I think is going to win this game. Like, if they keep doing this, and we can keep winning the second balls, if we can just get one attack from it, we can score. But if they get things like that going their way, and now he's in behind again. Yeah, this is annoying. Goal. Oh, what a save from the goalkeeper. Gory has the ball. Loses it. They recover it. They're going to try and counter us, are they? They try and retain it. We've got to try and win those boys. I'm not liking centre mids in this game. Like, I know they're the best two, and I said that whenever they play, we win, but they're not really getting to those challenges quick enough, I don't think. I need somebody who's better defensively or quicker. Either or. Both would be nice. Okay, we'll say time for everybody to dig in. Highlight here for them. Can we win the first header and then the second? We've got the first. They didn't get the second. We've got the third. Do we get the fourth? No. Yep, we've still got it. Right, here we go. Kofi, don't lose it, please. Centre back here. Plays it into Fury. Fury back to the goalkeeper. Got left hand side here. Nice and easy over there. Don't you dare. Oh, I thought he was going to lose it. Gory's got it. He's in behind. He's going to cross it. Surely. Whack it in there. There it is, Gory. Whack it in there, son. What are you doing, Kofi? Kofi, play it across. There it is. Morgan scores the header because he's the best striker in the league. That is 1-0 to Paris, and Morgan's done it again at the back post. Well done, Kofi. I don't know what to call him, but it's 1-0. I love Morgan. He's brilliant. He just signed a new contract, actually, because he got a bit of interest in him. Bless him. He did consider it temporary. And do you know what? Actually, I just remembered this. No, I offered him a contract. Then he got the interest, and I rejected an offer. Then he got upset and said he wanted to... He got upset, and then he said, I'm going to reevaluate my options at the end of the season, hope that's okay, sort of thing. So I had to accept that. but the contract was pending and he didn't sign it. And he didn't sign it the same day that 3 or 4 others did. So I thought, he was just going to eventually reject it. But he actually did sign it, I believe. Let me double check it. But I'm pretty sure he did. Because he had 1 year left. What's he got now? 2025. Yes, we did sign it. Nice. He's got no release clause in terms of a minimum fee. He has got a relegation one, but that shouldn't be happening in this save. That is famous last words. Hala here, Hadjam. Into Banawa to Hadjam. Whacks it in the box. Good lad, Kofi. Coffee. He's going to get annoyed with me. If you're watching Coffee or Kofi, Patrick Kofi, do let me know your pronunciation. I can correct it. I'm sure he's a big fan of the channel. I did see that whoever was second before the game started did draw a game, so we gained points on somebody. Actually, it's pretty close again now, isn't it? Looking at that. Right, it's time to go defensive. So this time wasting goes up, Jack. In transition, untick counter. Gory off, him on. Kofi's a bit tired. Now, I fully expect us to see out the game, because that normally works. Going balanced, moving him to the centre, then unticking counter. Like, it may not work the first time, but if I was to do it 10 games in a row, I would expect it to work 9 times with this tactic. Generally, it works. They're going to score, aren't they? They're going to score. Here we go. Please shoot. Yes, love that. Good decision. I think we're surviving this game because of their decisions on the ball rather than our good defending. Can we see it out? 4 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. No, it's a highlight. No. Just send it. Lafont, get rid of it. Yeah, that'll do. Send it in behind. We don't care. Right. I know that we had the ball, but you just see how generally we just look a lot more structured here. And the reason I like him in the middle now is that if he was offset to the left and we lose it, there's a bigger gap in the middle. But now wherever we lose it in the middle, he's always situated closer. It's really completely a defensive and more of a transitional switch having him in the middle. I mean, maybe it helps in possession as well, but that should be the last highlight, or this should be... That's not going to be a goal highlight, I don't think. That's going to be end of the game. Yeah. That should be it. Well done. And now here he gets himself in there with a little interception. He wouldn't have got that as a left attacking fielder, I don't think. So we're going to take, hopefully, the 1-0 win. I did say I'd take a scrappy 1-0, and that was definitely a scrappy 1-0. Was not very fluid at all, but we'll take that. That's going to give us 3 points. It's going to put us back into the promotion mix. I'd like us to be actually in the top 2, though, for the sake of the board, really. And referee, please blow that bloody whistle. What are we doing here? We're a minute over the time. Just send it. That'll do. Send it. Love that. Yeah, there you go. 1-0. We now have a 100% winning record with the pink kit. Love it. Let's remember that in the channel. Let's keep it like a little tally as we go. Right, yeah, that was mainly like a little update episode for you to see how things have been going early on and to sort of give you a reveal, I guess, of the skin we're going to use going forwards and give you the information about who made it and what the information is. And the key bit of information is that it's going to be an ongoing process and, yeah, do go and give Tcsskin some love, even if you're not going to use it yourself, but you're going to watch the series. You know, he's provided it for it. He's enhanced the series already for all of us, hasn't he? So a big thank you. Things that I have to do still. Right, I've still got the main view, which I didn't have up here, did I? I should be using this though. So we still have the main view here that I'm going to make available for all of you on Steam, which I'll do that before the episode tomorrow when it comes out. Well, today for you. You're seeing this right now. But yeah, to make sure this is available for you to download if you want to use this, my main view. I'm going to have to make sure that I make like different views, like a more defensive view, a more attacking view. And then I have to make sure I make all of my scouting lists, because the views in scouting are different to the one in your main view. I'm going to have to make sure I do all of that at some point soon. I'll make sure this is done by the time we do our first proper transfer window. But yeah, for now, you've got the skin, and you're going to have my main view. So you've already got that. And then we'll do the more detailed scouting views at a later date. Those are the ones that take the longest to create, but once they're created, they're there. So next episode, then let's come back for the 2 games before the Winter World Cup, like I said. So Bastia and Metz. That's another quite a few league games in, so we'll see just where we are at. Like, if we were to do really badly here, you're going to come back with me under pressure, ready to lose my job in those 2 games. If things go okay or well, we're probably going to be in a race for the promotion in any case, I think. I think it'll be closer as long as we don't absolutely do terribly in this little run here. And then we'll go into the winter break with that. But that's going to end the episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series. I absolutely love this Moneyball series. I said this in my Burton series as well, that, like, you know, obviously you see at the end of the video, the outro, it just says like and subscribe. But, like, I never ask for it because I find it a bit... It doesn't sit well with me going, oh, please like and subscribe. So I hate doing that. But I just want you to know from me, every time that you do like a video, every time you do subscribe, and every time you do comment and reach out, it honestly means the world to me, to let me know. It lets me know that, one, obviously you're engaged into the series, and 2, what specifically, you know, you're interested in. When you comment about a certain thing, it allows me to sort of know what people are interested in. And do keep giving me your opinions on what you want to see in terms of attribute reveal. Because right now, my plan is the minimum we're going to do an attribute reveal is in 3 seasons' time. So we'll do it every 3 years. That's the minimum. Some people want me to do it as less as possible. So do let me know in the comment section what you think. There's no rush to have to do it in this episode necessarily, but do keep me updated with what you think. So far, the feeling that I'm getting is people want me to do it either when players leave or every 3 seasons, for example. So that's the current state of affairs. Maybe eventually I'll do like a big poll on YouTube and Twitter, and we'll let the people can decide, direct democracy, and we'll see how it goes. That's going to do the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.